Live, we're okay.
Happy Wednesday. We are not live. We thought we'd do a video. It might be a little easier. So, I think one of the things we have a problem in our society with is that we think we carry the burden by ourselves a lot of times. And we think that what we're going through, especially as mom and women and wives, somehow we think we're the only ones that are going through it. So, I'm here with Christine Tracy, one of my clients who's looking for a house. So if you've got something under 100,000, that's kind of what we're looking for. We'd like to be closer to Tecumseh. So reach out to me if you know of something, because we pretty much looked at everything. But it's been kind of fun. You get to know your clients and their families a lot through this process of buying a home. So why don't we just tell them a little bit about you, your story, what you have coming up, all those kind of fun things.
Awesome. So this is my second child, Titus, right here.
He's so cute.
I know, right?
I'm so ready for grandkids, obviously. I know. Her husband just said to me when I got here, oh, by the way, you're just a year older than my mom is. I'm like, that's
I don't
my
think
word.
he led with that.
No, he said you just had a birthday. And he goes, yeah, you're a year older than my mom. I'm like, yeah, most of my clients are younger than my children. So it's all good. It's all good. I don't have a problem with it. So anyways,
we have started a maternal mental health group in Lenawee County. I had a very hard time with postpartum depression after Titus was born. I had a bad episode of it. And I had to go to Ann Arbor to get help. Well, it was more like I went to Ann Arbor to get the best help is probably a better way to put it.
Yeah.
And they expedited my care. I wasn't there too long, but they could not believe the lack of mental health resources in our county. It seemed like everybody that was available that wasn't self-pay had a huge waiting list. And when I was in Ohio and I had my 2.5-year-old, we had an emotional support group, and it was really helpful for me when I was working through it with Jana. So that's when I got this idea that maybe we could all help out each other. And as I was sharing my postpartum story, I realized that I'm not the only one suffering, and there's a lot of us that are suffering in silence. So we really just want all ages of moms, older moms, grandmas, doesn't matter.
She's looking at me again.
Oh, and I shouldn't even say old. I should say experienced.
Experience.
That's what I meant to say.
Well, and I do think a lot of times, even when you see your children go through it, you don't know how to respond. So you Google, like, okay, what do I do for my child as she goes through this? As I'm sure, and so any kind of information, and I don't think it has to even be moms going through it. It can be grandmas or, could probably be spouses. I think it's just an opportunity to share. A couple weeks ago, we had Greg Adams from Community Mental Health come and talk about, the lack of services in our county. Mm-hmm. And I hate opening up the newspaper and you see, us losing young people to suicide. And I think, the opportunity we have to have more of these kind of groups that support each other is really what lifts us up.
And it fights the stigma. There's really no, just come as you are. We don't.
She really does have good care, and I really do like it. I just don't have the guts to do it.
Yeah, that's usually the case for most people, too.
Yeah, she's just not gutsy. Okay, so when are you planning on doing it?
We are kicking off Monday, April 1st. We're going to meet at the Adrian District Library from 6 to 7:45.
Okay, so are you going to be in that lower level? Is
yes,
that where
in the community room. Yep.
So you can either go in the front and go all the way to the back and go downstairs. I think there's another way to get down there, but that's typically where, I come in the back door. There's plenty of parking back there. And what do you anticipate this will look like?
It'll basically be moms sitting around together, sharing what's on their hearts, sharing what's going on in their lives. I'm going to open it up with my own experience myself the first day and just kind of play it off from there. We aren't going to have any big speakers, anything like that. You don't have to share if you come, but just I think being in the presence and hearing other people will make you feel a lot less crazy. I'd love for people to be able to share, but I don't want people to expect that they have to, because you don't necessarily have to. But we'll have refreshments. There'll be 2 other people that will be there with me who have gone through this also. So we really just want moms to know that it affects everybody. You don't have to be somebody, in my case, I've suffered from depression my entire life. Okay. It runs in my family, hereditary, pretty much since I was 15. But I know of moms who were totally fine, never had any issues, had a baby. The mix of hormones and everything just ruined it for them. Just sent them down the pit. So you see
June Cleaver, she was always happy. So you're like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be like.
Exactly.
I'm supposed to be super mom.
And that's what motherhood does to you. You think it's normal to feel this way, and it's not, and it goes away. That's something I think that's so important, is you know it gets better.
Absolutely.
And we want to help each other get better.
Right.
Basically is what this. We want to become have a tribe environment, but when you come as you are, and everything stays in that room, and that's very, very important to us. If you can't adhere to that, don't even come.
So how often do you anticipate, or are you kind of just doing the planning stages on Monday night that you're going to kind of get together and then plan from there how often you want to meet, that kind of stuff?
We're going to do it weekly until we really want to go based on what the community needs. We'd love to have the opportunity to have childcare in the future for some people. We can't do it right now, so only lap infants can come. But hopefully in the future we can do that. We really want to see what the community needs, because I'm not from here. I don't really know. I'm learning as I go. But we'll kind of go from there. When I was in Ohio, we did it weekly, and it was really helpful. If one mom shows up, it's worth it.
Yeah, if you save one life or save one moment and make somebody's day better, I think that's exactly what your goal is. Mm-hmm. So Monday, I know it's hard to believe that March is over with. Yeah, Monday, April 1st. This really isn't a April Fool's joke.
No.
The Adrian District Library is located right downtown Adrian from 6 to 7:30.
7:45, yep.
Or 7:45.
Close enough.
And if somebody has questions, can they call you?
Yes. Find us on Facebook. Mastering Motherhood is the name of the page. You want a pickle? Okay. And Mastering Motherhood is the name of the group, and we have a Facebook group also.
And we'll tag that in here too. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So
I think that we try to find different topics to talk about, and we don't have a glass of wine. We don't need a glass of wine to discuss this kind of stuff. But I appreciate you reaching out to starting this, to seeing the vision of what our community needs, and I hope that if you're going through something, if you think you're just not normal, I think this is an opportunity to discover what other women go through. Mm-hmm. So I hope you have a great Wednesday. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday Spotlight and Wind Down Wednesday in the future. Make it a great night.